Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, February 20th. A pretty busy morning out there. Actually, we now have flood warnings across most of central and southwest lower Michigan into central Michigan, and I expect those are likely to be extended further to the east. Again, altogether we expect between 1.8 to 2.3 average with all 13 stations, and we expect many areas will see around or over 3 inches of rain. So these numbers may be a little bit low as we got a lot of rainfall that's still heading this way. And again, we're going to be pretty mild today with highs in the upper 50s to possibly up into the mid 60s across south and southeast lower Michigan, and in the mid to upper 50s across mid Michigan, cooler as you get off to the north. And again, we expect more in the way of winter to show up again here as we get to the end of the month and as we go into March. So we're not done with the snow yet. If we look at yesterday, again, we had a high of 40, a low of 32 with 46 hundredths of an inch of rain, and we expect a lot more in the rain gauge here in the Breckenridge area here over the next several hours. 1.5 inches of snow on the ground this morning. And our record, or rather our normal high for the day is 34, our normal low is 17. And if we look at the next map, you can see where the frost laws are in effect for truckers across much of the state of Michigan now in effect. And if we look at the temperatures around the area this morning, this was at 4:38 this morning, only 37 degrees in Breckenridge. Meanwhile, just a few miles down the road, 54 degrees at Middleton. And you can see Clarksville, look at the precipitation here, 44 hundredths of an inch, that's at 4:30. And then at about 7 o'clock, picked up almost a half inch just in a couple of hours, and we warmed up about 4 degrees in Breckenridge. You can see where that warm front or stationary front is. And again, all that precipitation lifted north over that front. And on the satellite view, you can see some of the colder cloud tops, and this is some pretty good showers and even some thunderstorms. And again, more develops off to the south, and so we got all of this to move through the area, and that's why we've seen an upgrade to a flood warning across much of the area. On radar, you can see a lot of that showers and even some thunderstorms across southwest lower Michigan back into Illinois. And again, more developing down as we get into southeastern portions of the screen here across portions of Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. And again, all that activity is going to just slowly move this way as the front is nearly parallel with the upper flow. So that cold air is not coming this way anytime soon. So we'll continue to see that southwest fetch of moisture bring all that rain into the area. As far as the weather map this morning, you can see a very slow moving low pressure system along the front. You can see the area where we expect all the heavy rains to occur. And if we look at the forecast map, this is over the next 48 hours. You can see anywhere from an inch to as much as 2 inches or more across portions of south central, southwest lower Michigan. And again, these may even be heavier than that. It looks like this is going to continue to flow across mid-Michigan and north central lower Michigan. I expect some of these numbers to be quite a bit heavier than that. And if we look at the next screenshot, this is where my forecasted total for when you average all 13 stations, and this is roughly the range I expect it will be in at 1.8 to 2.3 inches of rainfall. Again, locally over 3 inches of rain. And here's what we have so far, and I'll update this several times a day on our website. And you can see some of the heaviest rain so far. This was as of a couple hours ago, 1.23 inches of rain in Newaygo, and over an inch in Clarksville and in Lansing. Again, we'll continue to really pile on the numbers here today and even into tomorrow as this system may be slow to move out. As far as the forecast goes, you can see up to storm totals locally over 3 inches, highs up near 59. And again, we'll be probably in the low to mid 60s across south and southeast lower Michigan. And then we'll begin to cool down a little bit, but still not all that cold. Temperatures will be below freezing during the night and above freezing during the day. So we expect that frost will continue to move out of the ground. And again, showers and even some thunderstorms today and just some showers tomorrow. Then maybe a little bit of a mix as we go through Friday and Saturday. Again, right now it doesn't look like a huge amount, although the GFS is a little more aggressive with the rainfall, and so we'll watch later model runs in the event that this is more significant than what we think it'll be. As far as Weather Watch, you can update the southwestern Michigan into flood warnings now. And again, I expect much of the eastern areas also to become under a warning as well. And a huge area of wintry precipitation off to our northwest, and that's where it'll stay until the system begins to move out. We may mix or change over to a bit of freezing rain or into some snow as we get into the overnight hours into Wednesday. But again, right now for mid-Michigan, not a lot in the way of wintry weather. The big story certainly is going to be the flooding rains. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day. And we're off to Ontario for the LAC Winter Outlook Conference. That'll happen tomorrow. So we'll see you on Thursday. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and 73s to all.